The alien appears in nearly every single mission in Alien Isolation, and I wanted to see if I could beat all of them without seeing the alien even once. But unlike my last alien video, each and every single one of these missions gets progressively harder over time, which is just gonna make this hell. To make it even worse though, I've agreed with my friends that I'm gonna watch all of the Alien movies, and as I've not only never played this game, but the game is canon in the franchise, I've decided to write up a summary to see if any of it is right compared to the movies. Wish me luck. Right, this is where it actually gets harder than mission 1, I would have guessed. But it's not really a difficult mission in general. As long as I don't lose track of where I'm going, it's all good. As mission 1 has nothing different to a normal run, I'm going to skip straight to mission 2, which, well, that doesn't include any alien sightings. It does let me explain a couple of tricks that I'll be using. The first of which is crouch clipping and FPS manipulation. This trick lets me basically phase through every single door, which means we can skip massive areas of the game, a lot of those with an increased chance to see the alien. Damn it, I got hurt by it again. See, I skipped through over there last time, but here it's not as easy. And the second trick is silent running, or as I always call it, psycho running. And this basically means I won't need to crouch everywhere, which saves me both time and also chances of dying to random enemies. W difficult. I don't know. Alright, now we just wait until mission 3. I have not looked into mission 3, so I might be screwed. It also turns out that what I skip over in this mission is very essential to the story of the movies, so we'll see if I can make sense of it later. With that explained, mission 3 is the first mission we actually encounter the alien in both forms, in the flesh and in a cutscene. And as I can't control the cutscenes but can sometimes skip over them, I do want to add a separate counter for them, just to see how far I can push this challenge. And as I was saying, this is where the first cutscene appears with the alien, so we'll have to add 1 to the count. Okay, I am fucked. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm fucked. Right, this is the first time we see an alien, but this is technically a cutscene, which is why I'm not. No, this is just a cutscene, which is why I'm not counting it as a view. I will have to move around the alien very shortly, which could cause it to be either a lot of resets or I could get lucky. It depends. Now for the real encounter. If you didn't know, the alien is scripted to drop in front of the exit of this mission, which means without seeing it, I had to decide when it would be safe enough to head towards the exit just by listening out for it. That was terrifying. I was really worried that I was going to see something. It sounded like it was right next to me there. Whew. Mission 3 done. That was stressful. I'd love to just completely do this without seeing the androids either, but that's just, I don't think it's possible personally. It would be much harder than just this no aliens thing. Mission 4 is a big worry, as the only thing that can happen with the alien is I can get dragged into the vent, but that doesn't mean I need to stress much about what's in my view. Get absolutely fucked up, man. The only annoying thing about this mission is not only how much I failed it, but how much I referenced this instead of mission 3. I'm stuck. Oh. Oh my, that took so long. One of the missions very soon is the first mission where it is always active. That's not right now, but that's coming up. Mission 5 is much scarier for this challenge than I really thought it would have, due to literally just my own stupidity. But for now, I don't need to worry about that, so I'll just let it play out. Yo. Fuck off. Like that. Right, I think this mission's decently fine. There's a bit of psycho running I need to do, but it's not more than normal. Vent emoji. What? That's not an emoji. There's a... Okay, it's not in this one, is it? Oh no, it is in this one. Sorry. The wiring parts happen very soon. I should have picked up those batteries. No, I am gonna pick up those batteries. Anyways, yeah, this mission could end up being the... No, it could end up being the worst. I am frankly terrified for in a small bit. After a couple of these missions, we have a bit of a time to relax, and I don't need to show everything. For I didn't pick up the fucking where there we are, flashlight batteries. I don't know how to reload. I think I go through here. Yeah. Okay, this is where it's definitely gonna end. The first place that I need to be very careful in this mission is just up ahead where the alien bursts through the vent and my camera for some reason locks onto it. And while this would be an obvious issue, it turns out if you just pull out your gun before the camera gets locked, then it just stops it from happening, and that means it's quite easy for us to get away. I went the wrong way. Oh no, I'm going the right way. Okay, yeah. Let me follow this. As you just saw and probably now understand a bit better, I'm not very good at this game, so this is going to make this challenge way harder. With that being said, it's unsurprising that I got lost very quickly after that, and again, it was when the alien was very nearby. Okay, so then it's a vent. Right, that was scary, and I need to make sure I didn't see the fucking alien. I haven't been more embarrassed about a mission. Mission 6 is the first mission where the alien is always active and will definitely not be the last. This means that we need to be incredibly careful. So where is he going? What I'm currently trying to perform is a sequence break where I go up the elevator and basically skip everything bad with that mission, which saves me a ton of hassle. Now, we're going back. Whoever came up with this stuff, how? I think that's this done. Thankfully, I do get a break for a couple of missions, as missions 8 and 9 don't have the alien at all, as they're mostly just adding to the story. And mission 7 isn't a big issue either, as the alien just stays in events, only coming down when it attacks some survivors, and by then I'm completely gone. We're fucked here. This is a very difficult one now. Perfect. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. That one I was stressing about a lot. This next one is literally no better. But there's no alien, so I don't need to show you this one. Okay, next mission after this one is a literal flashback, apparently. There's nothing on this level. Hello, Marlo. Fucking prick. I'm actually excited to see mission 9. It's like I'm playing it for real. Oh, don't say there's an alien here. I'm gonna look down. I'm really worried that there is gonna be an alien here. The only things I do want to mention with mission 9 is that I was for some reason really worried about the alien appearing, so I followed a bit close to the other people. What am I meant to be doing? Oh, thanks. So much that my head was literally clipping into their models. And the other thing I wanted to mention was that this gave me a bit of context that I mostly guess, and I think loosely connects the things together, but obviously I don't know yet. If you can guess, these eggs do not count as the alien. Oh, these are the face huggers, aren't they? I am terrified for these next few missions. Currently we are at mission 10. Mission 10 is the second mission where the alien is active for the whole thing, and we have chances of getting very close to seeing it, but in the rest of the mission before that, it should be completely fine. The big aim of this mission is to try and set a trap for the alien, which ends up failing, and in the end we need to escape it through an airlock, and for this challenge that is very worrying. Okay, I need to remember how to play this game a bit. This bit is fine for now. I'm telling you now, mission 14 is my nightmare. I'm gonna be seeing that in my if I fail that multiple times, I'm gonna start seeing it in my dreams in the bad way. This one is very prone to soft locks. There we are. I think I need to keep Psycho running. This is not the right place. Where am I? Where the fuck am I? I could have screwed that up so badly. Oh yeah, this one's difficult because I can't uncrouch when I'm here. I think I'm at the wrong place. Is it this door? I think it might be this door actually. Yeah, it is. Once we are near the airlock, there are a couple things I need to be wary of, and the first of which is where we repair the lights, I think. Once we complete the access tuner task, we are under a very strict time crunch. The reason for this is that the alien is scripted to drop down, and we need to make sure we get to the door and clip out before I not only see it drop, but also before it can actually kill me. Right, this is where it gets difficult now. Right, I need to be very careful. Oh, okay, that was terrifying. In that bit, it drops right behind you, and I needed to clip through ASAP. This is glitched out a bit, but it's fine. The other part of this mission is the airlock area itself, because after we clip out of the room we were just in, we need to press this button and do another clip, because if we were to stay put and hide, we would 100% see the alien, which would also happen if we were to look through the airlock door, as there's a small window you can see through. That was stressful. I need to wait for a bit. I'm going to stay here because there is a chance I can get killed by the alien that is going to be behind me. And this is going to be, I think it's the second cutscene now, where an alien is visible, and that I can't really skip. I don't know if I can skip this or not. The final bit that could end the run would be starting the cutscene that brings us into the next mission. The big issue about this is that we need to go towards the door to actually start it. Thankfully though, I don't actually need to look at the door for the cutscene to play out, but the only downside is that I can't skip this cutscene, so it's gonna have to add 1 to the counter. I can't do nothing. I can't look around or anything. And now this is where I started to stress a bit, because we are coming up to the worst missions with nearly 3 of them in a row. But before that, we get a bit of downtime with missions 11, 12 and 13, which don't have the alien at all, but are just full of annoying enemies and tricks. Oh yeah, we get the shotgun here. I go here. Where's the alien? No, android. Oh yeah, this one's got an invisible wall here. Like that. And that's mission 11 basically done. There wasn't a single thing to worry about there. Mission 12, 13, and 14, aka the next few, I am not looking forward to. This is where Samuels dies. Rip my G. Everyone in the comments say RIP Samuels. Oh, what the fuck? Why did he not die? I fucked up. There we are. Holy. Holy, that took too long. Mission 13.
You've got to be shitting me.
Oh, hi. Holy shit, that scared me. That's what I wanted to do. That's annoying. I didn't know what to do. No, I did know what to do, but I didn't know how to do it right. Oh my god. What? Finally, holy. Now, here is where it gets bad. Mission 14's main goal is to overload the reactor and destroy the nest, which you could probably tell the worst part about it. Before I can actually set out the challenges with this, I need to give a small bit of context. For me to do this challenge with any chance of success, I've been following a sort of guide to be a bit quicker, as that not only makes it less of a heavy load while editing, but also lowers the amount of time I could potentially encounter the alien. What I didn't account for though is missing guides, and there are two of those, which is mission 15 and this specific area that is going to be awful, and that's kind of scary. So yeah, there's two sections of this mission. This first one is quite easy. It's not easy. It's quite simple, especially compared to the latter half of this. And I hope it saves because I do not want to redo this all the time. Oh, thank fuck. Holy shit. That took so long. Right, this is where everything gets 10,000 trillion times harder. I don't even know what I was talking about before I was trying to get into that vent. That was the most awful thing I've ever done. I missed it. I think I did at least. Maybe I didn't. No, is there no save station? Please, I pray that it saves. Yes! Alright, I want to preface this mission. Or this half of the mission. This is going to need a lot of precise movement. I'm dreading it. This is gonna be so difficult. To fix the issue of a lack of any findable guide, I had to switch to the world record to try and find any way to lower the amount of times I could see the alien. To put it into perspective, a regular playthrough has around 4 scripted encounters with the alien, but obviously if you're not careful you'll see it way more. But the first time you see it is just after overloading the boot core and leaving through the red door. Secondly, it's just before you go through the vent to use the generator. Thirdly is when the alien heads to the generator. And finally, it's when you're just about to leave. The first alien, thankfully, is very easy to avoid, as I can just completely skip over overloading the boot core and I can just enter through the yellow. And I feel like it spawns one, but I'm not completely sure. But for the second scripted encounter, we can't avoid the alien from actually dropping down on the way to the generator. And the way to fix it is we just need to stare at the floor, which is not the best, but nothing else we can really do. Thankfully, we can also easily avoid the vent alien by doing the exact same thing. And for some miracle reason, I don't get the final spawn, which really confused me as it's what I saw in the world record that I was using as a reference, but I'm very happy about it. Either way, as that whole problem is fixed, we can finally end the mission. Hi. What was that? Alright, anyways, but for this final section of mission 14, there is one trick I can do to skip the usual cutscene, which would normally end up adding one, well it would technically be more, but one cutscene to the count. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? Oh, okay. What? Nah. Huh? I'm hoping that from here onwards it gets much easier. Sorry. I can't believe I missed that. There we are. Oh, I see it. I see it. Nice. Jam 2. That's this bit basically done now. I'm going to pick up some stuff though. That's mission 14 fully done now. Mission 15 is thankfully not an issue, so I don't need to stress too much. The only annoyance that I did have was some very unnecessary speed strategies, which I really don't know why I did. What am I meant to do? Oh fuck, I'm meant to be leaving, aren't I? But with that completed, here are 2 awful missions right in a row. Really not looking forward to this one. This is another with a really high chance for there to be an alien. I'm fucked, I'm gonna be honest. Mission 16's main objective is completing the spacewalk, which is incredibly easy, and it's also pretty good at helping me understand a bit more of the story. But after that, it's absolutely awful and a really annoying section, which is partly my fault, but I don't realize that yet. How am I alive? Dude, any damage and I'm dead. I need to look at crafting this. I need a pipe bomb. Right, I need to equip my Singular pipe bomb. I cannot believe I just did that. There's no way this. Yow. Don't hit me, please. Okay, I hit. Oh. Boo. Boo. Right, I've got my pipe bomb, and I didn't take a single bit of damage there. New PB. I don't know how helpful that would be, but at least it gives me a bit more confidence for not a single bit of a reason. Nice. That's nowhere near the hardest bit. I don't know why it does that, but now we've got what I've never done before: mini games. Oh, fuck. That way, yeah. That all up until now is all good. The spacewalk is all good, and then it gets annoying. But first, we need to go through this like fucking 20-minute long spacewalk. Just gonna make it a bit quicker and skip some dialogue. The reason for this is after we get back from the spacewalk, the alien breaks into the station, and as I'm not allowed to see it, there are two different ways I could think of to avoid the alien. As I'm not allowed to see the alien, I don't know when it's going to be gone. It's the same thing with Mission 4. So it's the exact same thing as Mission 4, but a bit harder. If I sit here for a good couple minutes, maybe it will be gone. What am I doing now? Oh yeah. Maybe it's gone now. Nope. Wait, I could just look. So how long does it take? Does this fucker ever go away? The first and more risky strategy is to run out and shoot at my feet with a flamethrower, which hopefully makes the alien move and still blocks my view, but I was completely wrong. I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck? How dare you? So the final strategy I can think of is hoping it just goes into the vents, but as I can't look to see if it has, I need to rely again on audio cues like I did in Mission 3 to tell if it went. That's a vent. Now, to complete this mission, there are around 3 different ways I can do this, 2 of which are quite easy, and 1 is extremely hard. And it's just my luck that the only one I can actually do is the hardest one. And the reason for that is the first strategy on how you normally complete the mission has a lot of enemies that will shoot you, with the additional risk of the alien which drops behind you while you're trying to get through. And the funny part is that the reason I can't do this is not because of the alien, but instead due to how low I am, meaning the enemies will literally kill me in like 2 or 3 hits. And this could have been easily avoided if I would have remembered to pick up the medkit that I ran past in the second mission. That's the literal only one I've seen in this whole run. Anyways, the second strategy I can use is by flying through to a vent exit, which if I can actually make it there is all dependent on its position again, and will most likely cost me the attempt. So the final way I can complete this with no risk of the alien is by flying to very specific places out of bounds, meaning we can skip the level. And this took a couple of hours, with the only thing breaking up my attempts being Epic Games, which is why I have the game on, literally going down, which scared me a bit as I looked like I lost all my progress. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, I need to wait. But in the end, it did end up being fine, which meant I could thankfully complete the mission. Okay, what do I do from here? I think I've finally done mission 16. Mission 17 was a mission that really scared me, as I was quite worried that I'd gone this far and done this much effort just to fail right at the end. The reason I thought this is because there are an insane amount of times that the alien is scripted to drop either through the vents or in some other way be in the same room that I didn't think about. And as this was the intended route, I had no idea on how I was meant to fix this, until I watched the world record and saw that there was one singular way that I could skip the absurdity of this level, and that was flying through the void for about 27 seconds. So that's why you see a timer on the recording. No. The worst part about this though is that I spent so long trying to get to this correct position, and right at the end I heard the alien very close by, and it could have meant I had to retry the whole thing again, but I was saved by some sheer luck and was able to make it through to the final worrying part, because on the final stretch to mission 18 the alien can drop in quite a few different places, which I could just fly over. But look at the area, it is absolutely demolished. Okay, on to the final mission. Mission 18 is, like a lot of the other places, full of alien encounters, with about 3 scripted ones. So for me to not see the alien, I would need to skip what would normally be the entire mission itself. And here's how we do it. For me to skip it, we need to get on this ledge just to the right of this slope, lower our frames down, go left for a moment, go back where we were, and as we rise due to the slope, we need to move left so we are in line with the grate. And if that's done right, we will move right through the roof, because for some reason it doesn't have collision. This means we can skip all 3 of the encounters that would have happened in the base mission. And thankfully, as I've done this before, it doesn't take me long. There's one thing I need to remember, and that is that I need to skip this tram. And this is how you do it. So, what we need to do is we need to, when we use this button, we need to clip out. Why am I teaching you? I'm the least qualified person for this. And now we need to fly. Like this. I don't know, I did not think that would work. The reason I have to fly over the tram section is because the place you get off of the tram at the end is the only reason the aliens ever spawn at the end, and is the only reason the cutscene plays. This is probably more like it. Just get to... There we are. We should not have any aliens now. Yeah, it looks like there's no aliens. Great. That's perfect. One double pin. I think that's 2 double pin. There we are. And that's basically the whole challenge done. Now with mission 18 completed, all we need to do is run through mission 19, and the only sad part about that is that the final bit is also a cutscene, which adds another one to the count and brings us up to a final number of 0 aliens seen in game, but about 3 when talking about cutscenes. And that's the challenge done. I'm very happy it's done. That took a lot out of me. Okay, I need to be really quiet because it's 1:30 in the morning, but I've just gone through the Alien movie. There was so much I was wrong about. So, the first thing I wrote was, and what I thought the story was, is that the movie is probably about the people exploring different planets and finding one which held the aliens and a metric ton of things. That was completely wrong. It was a distress signal, or what they thought was a distress signal. But, I mean, there was a couple things that I got right, or a lot of things that at least made way more sense. I'm still a bit confused though. Okay, why is there still a Nostromo ship? The first issue about it being blown up and how we even got the flight recorder in mission 3, which is something I completely skipped over, is because from the self-destruct mechanism it got shot out of the ship or something like that. Okay, it specifically stated in the game that the layout and design of the ship is identical to the Nostromo. Yeah, so turns out I wasn't right at all.